This is how the Kremlin supports its Syrian allies and battles its enemies. We gained rare access to the Syrian base at Latakia, now the military hub of Russia's air war. Well, this really does feel like the centre of a massive Russian military operation. The air is filled with the smell of jet fuel, and the ground shudders with the roar of those warplanes returning from their bombing missions. Russia's defence ministry says more than 200 targets have been struck in just 24 hours. 320 militants killed, it says, from ISIS and other rebel groups fighting the Syrian government and its president, Bashar Al-Assad. So I'm joined by General Igor Konashenkov, who's the chief military spokesman for the Russian government, for the Russian Defence Ministry. Спасибо вам за поддержку. Очень хорошо. Thank you for the trip. He's escorting us here on this trip to the Latakia military base. Let me ask you that question about who you are targeting. Is it ISIS or are you supporting Assad?
Я думаю, на ваш вопрос.
I can answer that question with our actions. Every day we show you how Russian aviation is fighting international terrorism, destroying their infrastructure in Syria.
On our tour of the base, we were shown how Russia carefully arms its bombers with high-tech precision weaponry. But we also saw unguided or dumb bombs being loaded. Human rights groups accuse Russia of killing civilians from the air, a charge the Kremlin strenuously denies. Right, well, there's another plane coming in now, just touching down. It's an Su-24 that's going to be very noisy, but has just carried out an airstrike somewhere in Syria against rebel targets, either ISIS or some other opposition group. Russia says it's stopping ISIS in its tracks, striking their assets and shrinking the territory they and other rebel groups control. And after more than 4,000 sorties over Syria, this Kremlin air war shows no sign of winding down. Matthew Chance, CNN, at the Latakia airbase in western Syria.